You think it is nothing, just a glance, just a thought, just a feeling that passes through you for a second. You tell yourself it is harmless. You say it is natural. You say every man feels this way. And maybe that is true, but what you do not understand is that this is how it begins. Lust does not break into a man's life loudly. It enters quietly. It slips in through the eyes, settles in the mind, and before a man even realizes what is happening, it begins shaping his heart. Look around you. How many men have fallen? Not weak men, not stupid men. Strong men, capable men. Men who once had purpose and direction. They did not lose everything in one night. They lost it slowly, one look at a time, one secret thought at a time, one hidden habit at a time. Lust does not only weaken a man, it blinds him. It blinds him to the woman God prepared for him. It blinds him to the future he was meant to build. It blinds him to the blessings already sitting in his hands. And the worst part is that he does not even realize he's become blind. God did not create a woman to be consumed by a man's eyes. She was not meant to be reduced to a body or a moment of pleasure. She was meant to be cherished, respected, honored. She was meant to be a partner, a helper, someone who build with him and stand beside him when life becomes heavy. She was meant to raise children with wisdom and strength, to bring peace into his home, to walk with him through hardship and victory. But a man ruled by lust cannot see any of this. Lust makes him selfish. It trains his mind to see a woman as a moment instead of a lifetime, as pleasure instead of purpose, as beauty instead of character, as a body instead of a soul. When a man looks at a woman through lustful eyes, he loses the ability to love her properly. He will chase beauty but ignore loyalty. He will chase excitement but never find peace. He will chase attention but fail to build stability. Even if a good woman chooses him, even if she loves him deeply, his lust will sit quietly in the corners of his mind. It will whisper that something is missing. It will make him restless and unsatisfied. It will convince him that he needs more, because lust is never full. It grows the more it is fed. It demands more images, more fantasies, more attention. And the man who keeps feeding it becomes a slave to it. A man consumed by lust begins to look elsewhere even when he already has everything. It may start small. A glance at another woman, a few extra scrolls on his phone, a thought he allows to stay longer than it should. He tells himself it means nothing, but slowly it changes him. He becomes distracted, less present, less attentive to his wife, less patient with his children. His body may be at home, but his mind is divided. And when a man's mind is divided, his home begins to weaken. A father who cannot control his eyes will struggle to teach his sons discipline. A husband who constantly looks elsewhere teaches his daughters that men cannot be trusted. A man led by his desires cannot lead his family in faith. You may think your private habits affect only you, but they do not. Your weaknesses echo through your home. Your family feels what you try to hide. And when the damage finally shows itself, what remains is shame, regret, and a quiet emptiness that no pleasure can fill. So how do you stop it? You do not negotiate with lust. You starve it. Stop scrolling. You do not even have to search for temptation anymore. It searches for you. It is designed to capture your attention and hold it. You call it harmless content, but it is bait. Every second you give it strengthens it. Cut it off. Block it. Mark it as uninteresting. Do not entertain it. The less you feed it, the weaker it becomes. Feed your faith instead. Your mind becomes what you consume. If you fill it with garbage, it will produce weakness. If you fill it with wisdom, it will produce strength. Replace temptation with things that sharpen you. Sermons, good books, meaningful conversations, learning, growth. If you do not fill your heart with something strong, the world will fill it with something destructive. Build a life worth protecting. Many men struggle because they are idle. They are bored. They have no mission. An empty life makes cheap pleasure look attractive. Move your body. Train. Learn skills. Chase a purpose. Surround yourself with disciplined people. A man with a mission does not have time to waste his mind on lust. When you begin building something real, cheap pleasure begins to look cheap. Guard your eyes. Lust enters through sight. If you do not see it, it loses power. The battle starts with your vision. Win there, and you prevent many wars inside your mind. Lust is like a fire, and for too long you've been pouring fuel on it. Images, fantasies, curiosity. Stop feeding it. Let it suffocate. The strongest move is often silence. No reaction. No second glance. No extra scroll. This is not about pretending desire does not exist. It is about mastering it. A man who cannot control his eyes will struggle to control his life. But a man who disciplines his desires becomes steady and clear. He becomes a kind of man who builds instead of destroys, who protects instead of consumes, who honors instead of objectifies. It begins small, just a glance, just a thought, and it also ends small, one disciplined decision at a time, one refusal at a time. Starve what weakens you, feed what strengthens you, and slowly, the man you were meant to become will rise from within you,